morning, students. Today I want to discuss about geometrically in the organ plane. So what we want to discuss in the organ plane? Organ plane. What is organ plane? XY. Okay. Geometrically X. And to discuss in the organ plane. This is called XY plane, complex plane or organ plane. This is purely is real axis, it is imaginary axis. This is called organ plane. In this, I want to discuss geometrical representation of a complex number. First of all, and you have some operations, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division for the complex numbers. So how to represent geometrically, that we will discuss in this session, in this class. Okay, so this is what organ plane. So representation of complex number, everybody know that is what. For example, z is equal to 2 comma 3 means what? X coordinate is 2, y coordinate 3, then the location z is equal to 2 comma 3. So we are locating like this. If it is minus 2 comma minus 3 means how to locate? It is x negative, y negative. So the point locating like this, minus 2 comma minus 3. Is it? This is what. So what I'm saying, how to represent the point in the complex plane or in organ plane, that is we have to represent in this way. Origin means here, comma. The representation of the point in the complex plane in the organ plane. Now if two complex numbers are there, then how to represent addition. First I want to discuss addition and subtraction. Difference of two complex numbers in the organ plane. Let us say Z1 and Z2 are two complex numbers. Then Z1 plus Z2 represents addition of that complex number. Next, okay, here suppose it is in the first quadrant, it is in third quadrant. What about second quadrant? The point here, minus 2 comma 3, second quadrant. Is it? Next, in the fourth quadrant, in this represent 2 comma minus. Okay, like this. So this is first, third, second, fourth. So represent x is equal to minus 2, y is equal to 3, or x is equal to 2, y equal to minus 3. You know the representation of the first one complex numbers in the plane, all plane 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So next I want to discuss addition and subtraction. So Z1, Z2 represent here 2 points. Then Z1 plus Z2, how to represent geometrically in the organ plane. Next, Z1 minus Z2, how to represent geometrically in the organ plane. That we are going to discuss in the diagram. See, for example, Z1 is equal to, I am representing some point P here, that is x1 comma y1. Z2 representing some point Q here, x2 comma y2, means Z1 is x1 plus iy1, Z2 is x2 plus iy2. That I am representing in the form of ordered pair x1 comma y1, x2 comma y2. What is addition then? Z1 plus Z2 represented as what here? Let us say R, that is x1 plus x2 comma y1 plus y2. Is it? Addition of the two complex numbers. Theoretically I know these things, but geometrically how I am explaining the addition here, let us see. For example, this is what organ plane, x and y. So real axis and imaginary axis. Suppose if the point here I am taking px1 comma y1 here. Let us say here the point Z1 represents x1 comma y1. It is origin. This is OP. OP represents like Z1. Next, Q represents what? Suppose somewhere here, let us say Z2 by 2. Both I took in the first quadrant only. 2 points I am taking. So this is what? Z2. It is Z1, Z2. Okay. Next, what about R? R is somewhere here. Why I took here? Tell me anybody. Why here? It represents that addition here. Z1 plus Z2 means x1 plus x2 comma y1 plus y2. Why? See, compulsory Here the first coordinate is x1, y1 are positive, x2, y2 also positive here. Okay. Then see x1 plus x2 means compulsory the x coordinate is here. Means greater than x1 and x2. Suppose 1 comma 2, 2 comma 1 something if you take x1 plus x2 value should be like beyond this part. Next y1 plus y2. So greater than y1. y1 is here. y2 is here. y1 plus y2 should be like this because greater than these two somewhere. Okay, just randomly I draw the point should be in this way only. What it represents, it is nothing but the sum of the two complex numbers. This is z1 z2 z1 plus z2. It represents diagonal of the parallelogram represented by the two complex numbers z1 and z2. The sum it represents what z1 plus z2 is represents what diagonal of the parallelogram formed by the complex numbers z1 and z2. Is it? So you can understand here. Otherwise you can take any 2 points here. You can easily understand. Suppose 1, 2, some 3, 4 if you do addition. Compulsory it is in the form. Means it is addition. So like this. Next, what is my subtraction? Now I am extending the same part. I will take this for subtraction. So another color I will take blue color. Subtraction. In the case of subtraction, z2 is x2 y2 means what about minus z2? It is in third quadrant. Is it 2 comma 3 lies in first quadrant, minus 2 minus 3 lies in third quadrant, minus x2 comma minus y2. This is what minus q2 q dash means minus z2. This z2 means this is minus z2. Next here the difference what happened here, what is the difference r dash? What is r dash here? z1 plus z1. Here I can say this, if you draw this diagonal of the parallelogram formed by these points. Now tell me, this r dash represents addition of these two. Here what? One is minus z2, here z1. So it is represented as z1 plus of minus z2 is nothing but z1 minus z2. So the difference of the two complex numbers represented like this. It is in which quadrant? Fourth quadrant. See what I am telling here. Just the addition, if you know, indirectly you know subtraction also. What I am telling here, addition of the two complex numbers represent a diagonal of the parallelogram formed by those complex numbers. But subtraction, how we are getting subtraction z1 minus z2 here? First we are extending that q2 q dash, like means I am taking a minus z2. Minus z2 means what? Third quadrant. Next z1 I am keeping as it is. Z1 is this. Now z1 z2 as sides of the parallelogram. If you take the diagonal of the parallelogram here, z1 plus of minus z2, we are getting z1 minus z2. So this is what geometrical representation of the complex numbers for addition and subtraction. Okay. So now let us discuss about product and division or quotient of the two complex numbers in polar form. Next concept, product and division or quotient of two complex numbers z1 and of z1 and z2 in the Argand diagram or in the complex plane. So how to get product? First of all, first I want to represent in which form? Polar form I want to discuss. First write down polar form. What is z1 notation in polar form? r1 into cos theta 1 plus I sin theta 1. What is z2? r2 into cos theta 2 plus I sin theta 2. This is what z1 z2 in representing in polar form. I want to find z1 into z2 and z1 by z2 in polar form geometrically, how to represent. Okay, so what I am doing here, what are the coordinates r1 and theta 1 here? What is r1? Mod z1. No? So first I want to represent z1 as a point here p1, z2 as a point p2. Okay, so Z1, Z2 I am representing like R point. So first I discuss product. In the product case, how to draw the figure, let us see. First how to draw the figure here. Drawing figure carefully. Right, you have to write. Now, what is my first one? Z1. P1 I want to donate. P1 means, Z1 means, according to this, OP1. What is the modulus of Z1 here? R1. From this I know that mod of Z1 is equal to R1. What is mod of Z1? OP1. OP1 equal to R1 and angle is theta1. So how to notation the point P1 here? Let us say origin O. For example, if you take P1 here, what is OP1? Mod Z1 is R1. What is angle here now? This is the angle theta1. Yes. Next, I am taking some point on the x-axis. Let us say 1, 0, 1 unit. Okay. Now, if you draw the figure, like if you form a triangle AOP1, what is the angle AOP1? Theta1. Yes. Next, I want to take another point P2 as representing the second complex number. So mod Z2 is equal to what? R2, na? Means OP2 distance how much? R2. And what is theta? Theta2. Angle made with positive x anti-clockwise direction is how much? Theta2. Is it? So what I am doing here, I am taking another point P2. Okay, it is P1 is what? R1 comma theta1. P2 is what? R2 comma theta2. Now what is OP2 distance? You know what is the OP2 distance? Let us say another color. OP2 distance how much? R2. This is OP2 distance R2. OP1 is R1. Okay, theta1. This is the theta1. Next, what is O here? This angle is how much? Theta2. Is it blue color? So the angle made by the line OP2 with x-axis and anti-clockwise direction is theta2 because the principal argument of the complex number P2Z2 is theta2 here. Okay. Now what is our product? Z1, Z2. So in the geometrically, I can take the Z1, Z2 figure like this. Here if you draw that R here, so I want to make a line such that makes that P2OR and AOP1 and P2OR, these two triangles are similar triangles. We are drawing OR such that to form a similar triangle. Similar triangles means you know that equality satisfy the conditions. What is R here? Z1, Z2. Z1, Z2 means what it represents? R1, R2, comma, theta1 plus theta2. How? Let us see. First, what is Z1, Z2 formula? If you do the product, you know that theoretically R1 into R2 cos theta1 plus theta sin. So, OR distance how much? Theta1. R1, R2. This is mod Z1, Z2. Okay. Next, how to get this total angle is theta1 plus theta2. OR is R1, R2. How? Why? Because geometrically I can explain the similar triangle concept. Here, what I can say now, the two triangles AOP1 and the triangle P2OR are similar triangles. If you the similar triangles, you have the property like this. What are the property? OA by OP2 is equal to OP1 by OR. Is it? From that, what is OA? What is the distance here? 1 unit. No. So 1 by what is OP2? R2. What is OP1? R1 OR. So from this, what is OR? R1 into R2 cross multiplication. Now OR you got R1 into R2 like this. Next I want to prove theta1 and theta2 angle between. I want here, since similar triangles now, since this is the similar triangle, whatever the angle the angle AOP1 is equal to theta 1. See, it is similar triangle, hence we also can draw, say that P2OR angle is also should be theta 1 only. So that's why this angle I can say theta 1 since it is similar triangle. So now what happened here? This is theta 1. Here blue color theta 2. Total how much? Total the angle made by the ray OR with x-axis anti-clockwise direction. Can I say theta 1 plus theta 2? Yes. So what I am telling finally, the angle AOR is equivalent to angle AOP1 plus angle P2OR. Is it? So from this I can say that theta 1 plus theta 2. Theta 1 plus theta 2. Theta 2 plus theta 1. Here angle AOP1 is what? Theta 1 for AOP2 is just a little bit mistake here. AOP1 angle is theta 1. Okay. Next P2OR angle is also theta 1. Okay, that is correct only. Next, whenever I want AOR angle, I have to take AOP1. Next, what is the angle AOP2 I want now? Because instead of P1, I want P2 here. Since AOP2 plus P2OR, then total angle you will get AOR. Which, yeah. So this is theta 2, this is theta 1. Okay, so final theta 2 plus, I am saying AOP2 angle is theta 2, P2OR angle is theta 1. Finally, theta 2 plus theta 1 are equivalent to theta 1 plus theta 2. Both are same. Hence, what is the polar coordinate now? That's why the representation here r1 r2 comma theta 1 plus theta 2. So now I am written here z1 into z2 is equal to what is the r1 r2 cis theta 1 plus theta 2. What is cis here? Cis means what? Cos plus I sin. Okay. So cos plus I sin theta. So z1 into z2 equal to r1 into r2 cos theta 1 plus theta 2 plus I into sin theta 1 plus theta 2. I think you understand geometrically how I explained here. Just first r1 theta 1 means you know the notation. Next r2 means you know the notation. I want P2 P1. Okay. I want Z1 Z2 means by using similar triangle concept I applied this. Two sides are equal. No? So we are comparing the sides ratio because they are equals in similar triangles. By that concept I got OR is R1 R2 and angle is theta 1 plus theta 2. So by that I can find the product of the complex numbers Z1 and Z2. Next let us see the quotient of the two complex numbers Z1 by Z2. Yes. So what is Z1 again? X1 R1 into cis theta 1 R2 cis theta 2. I want Z1 by Z2 here. So draw the figure directly. X-axis, Y-axis, X-axis, Y-axis. So I am taking here P1 and P2. For suppose if you take P1 here, sorry, properly. P1. What is P1 here? R1 comma theta 1 means what is OP distance R1? What is the angle? Theta 1. Okay. So this is what P1. Next, what about P2? So P2 representing what? Suppose here P2 is what? R2 comma theta 2 means the distance from OP2 is R2. The distance from origin to this mod Z2. So next theta 2 means angle made. Suppose you can take another color. Theta 2 is angle made by the line XO or AOP2. So the angle made by the line OP2 with x-axis anti-clockwise direction is theta 2. So this is theta 2, this total is theta 1. Okay, now what is Z1 by Z2 means, so I may take the OR such that having similar triangle, or is having the similar triangle. What is a similar triangle now here? ORP1 and OAP2. These two are similar triangle in such way that I can take here and have to prove that what is R. So here what I am doing here, first, so I construct the two similar triangles. So you have to draw OR such that we are drawing OR in such way that the triangle, two triangles, what are the triangles here? The triangle OAP2 or AOP2. So OAOP2 and the triangle P1OR are similar triangles. If the triangles are similar, the sides are same, na? Having the common ratio. I want to find OR, so I can apply the relation here. This is 1, 0, na? So OA by OR. So what I can apply the concept here, sides common ratio. OA by OR is equal to OP2 by OP1. Now from this, what is OA? 1. Because the distance OA is 1 unit. No, 1 by OR. What is OR? I don't know. That I have to find. OP2. What is the OP2 here? R2. OP1 is R1. So finally, what is OR? R1 by R2. Reciprocal. What is OR? Reciprocal. If I take R1 by R2, you will get. So now the modulus Z1 by Z2 of the complex number OR is R1 by R2. Next, what about angle? So what is the angle AOR? Or you can take X if I take XO. Or what is the angle we are taking here? You can observe these two are similar triangles. No. So if this triangle is in the angle of AOP2 is equivalent to ROP1. So I can say that this angle is theta 2. Both are same. Now what I have to find, which angle I have to find? OR. What is the angle made by the line OR with x-axis? So I want this angle with green color. This angle I need. This angle I need means, can I say that directly? This total angle how much? Theta 1. Yes. And this total is theta 1. And this angle is how much? Theta 2. So theta 1 minus theta 2. You are getting green color. Huh? So whatever green color, theta 1 minus, sorry, blue color. Theta 1 minus theta 2 represents what? Oh, that R, how much angle it makes here? R1, R2. R1 by R2. R1 by R2. R1 by R2 comma theta 1 minus theta 2, representation of R, that is Z1 by Z2 here. So the angles, if you do the subtraction, you will get the same thing here. So finally I can prove here as, so what is the angle I got here? AOR is taken as AOP1 minus AOP1 minus, so next ROP2, is it? Or P1OR. So P1OR angle is same as AOP2 because they are similar triangles. What is the angle of AOP2? Theta 2. So P1OR also angle theta 2. So that's why AOP1 is theta 1 minus this angle is theta 2. So angle AOR is theta 1 minus theta 2 and R1 by R2. By using the angle and modulus, we can write the polar form. Z1 by Z2 is represent division of the complex number. R is equal Z1 by Z2 here. R1 by R2 6 of theta 1 minus theta 2. So here what it represents, but Z2 not equal to 0, whatever the denominator not equal to 0 when you are taking quotient of two complex numbers. This is what geometrically representation, how explanation of the addition, subtraction, multiplication and quotient of two complex numbers in the organ diagram. So just similar triangle concept I am applying. By using similar triangle concept I am taking the sides, the ratio will be same, and I am taking the angles theta 1 theta 2. Since similar triangle, you can take one more point here. Since similar triangle, the angle AOP2 is equal to theta 2 is same as P1 or theta 2. AOP1 angle is already theta 1, you know, from the theta 1 minus theta. Okay. So next, still some geometrical meanings you have. Let us. So next concept, we have some diagrams. Listen, geometrical meanings. Geometrical meanings. So geometrically, how can explain that properties of the complex number somewhat? One is about conjugate. Suppose Z is equal to A plus IB. What is the conjugate of the complex number? Z bar represent as A minus IB, means replace I by minus B. Now geometrically how you can represent this? Let us see. For example, if you see here, this is what exact. If you take in the first quadrant, Z is equal to A plus B, I represent as A comma B ordered pair. So what happened now? This is what O here, the Z complex number. What is Z bar? Suppose it is A, it is B. The representation of complex number is like this now. Next, Z bar means what? A comma minus B. Minus B means negative y-axis. So here you have A comma minus B somewhere. So now Z bar is equal to A comma minus B. So A minus B are representing this. So from this what you understand, the Z and Z bar as Z bar is representing as mirror image of the Z through the x-axis. Reflection through the x-axis means what is the distance from here to here, it should have the same distance from here to here. So I can say that from this geometrically I can conclude that Z bar is the mirror image of Z through the x-axis. Not only in the first quadrant, even in the second quadrant if I take, the Z bar lies in third quadrant. This is also mirror image of the complex number Z to the x-axis. If I take in third quadrant, the Z bar will lies in the second quadrant. If it is Z, if I take in fourth quadrant, Z bar lies in first quadrant. Whatever the Z lies, I can conclude that my. So what is my note point here? From the figure, I can get one point, that is what? Z bar represents. Write down the note point. Z bar represents the mirror image of the point Z, mirror about the x-axis, okay. So next, second one, Z1. Next, in this we will discuss the second point. Geometrical mod Z1 minus Z2 represent the distance between the point Z1 and Z2. But how? Let us see. See what I am telling in the organed plane. If I take Z1 as the point P1 x1 comma y1, so Z1 is represent as x1 plus I y1. Z2 represent as x2 plus I y2. Then Z1 minus Z2 represents what? X1 subtraction, x1 minus x2 plus I into y1 minus y2. If I take mod z1 minus z2 is equal to mod of this, mod of x1 minus x2 plus I into mod y1 minus y2. Mod of x1 plus x2 minus I into y1 minus y2. So what is mod? Mod x plus iy means what? Under root of x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square equivalent to, can I say that here it is what? A ordered pair x1 y1, it is the point to be ordered pair x2 y2. What is the under root x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2? It represents what? Distance between a and b. Now what is the formula for mod z1 minus z2? Now by above thing, what I got, mod z1 minus z2 is equivalent to ab, where a represents z1, a is representing as x1 y1, b representing x2 y2, 2 points z1 and z2. ab is equal to, you got mod z1 minus z2 means it represents the distance between a and b. What is represents here? The distance between a and b. So from this, mod z1 minus z2 represents the distance between A and B. Distance between A and B, two complex numbers. That is mod Z1 and Z2. Distance between Z1 and Z2, that is mod Z1. Yes, it's third point. Perpendicular bisector. Okay, let us draw the figure. You take the perpendicular bisectors of it is suppose the point Z1, it is the point Z2, now it is the point ZP. Now what I am doing here, this is what perpendicular means, having 90 degrees. Bisector of the point Z1 and Z2 means what is the distance between Z and Z1? It should be same as the distance between Z and Z2. The locus of the point satisfying such that the distance between Z and Z1 is same as the distance between Z and Z2 means it representing means what? What is the distance between Z and Z1 and Z and Z2 same means what? It is representing bisecting line means this total AB it divides what? Equally divides means this is, can I say, bisecting line means it is angle is 90 degrees. So I can say this perpendicular bisector of AB. So how to represent perpendicular bisector geometrically? So perpendicular bisector in this case. What is meaning of perpendicular bisector? The point at any point on this line, if you take the point, the distance between from that point to Z1 is same as the distance between from that point to Z2. So mod Z minus Z1 is equal to mod Z minus Z2. That's why we call equal distance means it makes the equal parts means what? It is say bisecting line. So I can say again 90 degrees, it is perpendicular. So what I am saying here, P of Z is any point. So what I am telling here, it satisfies the relation perpendicular bisector means PA is equal to PB. What is PA and PB? P means Z, PA means Z1. So I can say that from that mod Z minus Z1 is equal to mod Z minus Z2. From this I can say that it represents what? What is the node point? It represents what? Equation of the perpendicular bisector of the line segment joining the points A and B. Okay, so this is what perpendicular bisector of AB represents. Next, what is the next point? Equation of straight line joining the points. For example, if I take here AZ1, next PZ any point on the line, next to BZ2. Now what I am saying here, AZ1, BZ2, so just it represents a straight line. Straight line equation means the slopes will be same, arguments will be same for Z minus Z1 and Z minus Z2. If you take the difference, it will be 0. So final my conclusion is the argument of z minus z1 by z minus z2 is equal to 0 or pi. Whenever you are finding that argument of z minus z1 by z minus z2 is 0 or pi, in that case I can say that z1, z2 lie on same line, or it represents a straight line equation. It represents what? Straight line equation. Okay, so here equation of the straight line, so it is representing what? Equation of the straight line joining z1 and z2. Equation of STRHGH, straight line of the joining the points A and B, means z1 and z2. When see how means, for example, argument of A by B, argument of z1 by z2 represents argument of z1 minus argument of z2, that you already know the formula. Okay, so now from that formula I can say here argument of z minus z1 minus of argument of z minus z2. But here you can observe that it represents straight line, means compulsory that slopes will be same. Slopes means theta, means arguments are same. To do the subtraction, you are getting 0. Okay? Or other side, opposite side means you are getting the pi also. Okay, let it be. Whenever if you identify this means, I can say that equation of that represents a straight line equation. Z1 are representing lie on the same line. Next, circle. What is meaning of circle? Tell me. Sorry. Okay. Just a circle I am drawing. What is meaning of circle? Tell me. Circle. Small circle also you can take. Okay, anyway, what is meaning of circle? What relation you know circle? What relation you know circle? If you take any point on the circle, if you know any point on the circle, it has a fixed distance from the fixed point. The distance will be same from the fixed point. What is the fixed point here? What is the any point you can take it? Okay. So for example, if I take here any point on the locus of the point such that having the equidistance r from the fixed point z0. This is center of the circle. This is radius of the circle. What is the meaning here? The locus of the points satisfy the condition. See, not only here you can take any point on the circle. The distance from that point from the fixed, the distance z1 should be r only. From here, if I take here, anyway the distance will be constant. Okay, means what? It represents what? Circle. Means what is the meaning here? The distance between z and z0, p is equal to r, means what? Mod z minus z0 is equal to r. Z is any point on the circle. So the locus of the points having the equidistance from the fixed point. So this is what represents a circle. Geometrically I can explain that z minus mod z minus z0 equal to r. Cp is equal to r. Next. Okay. Next we have diameter representation. Next point, for example, semicircle, circle equation arc, but I am representing by diameter. Here, if it represents a diameter, it is Z1, Z2 or end points of the diameter representing a circle. So the point P, Z is any point on the semicircle. So if you take like this, what is the meaning here? That is Z1 and Z2 are end points of the diameter of the circle. If you take any point on the circle, it has the triangle, like right angle triangle, means it form perpendicular lines. PZ1 is perpendicular to PZ2. Not only here, you can take any point. If you draw like this, compulsory it forms a right angle if Z1, Z2 are end points of the diameter. So I can say that in the Pythagoras form, can I say now, side, this what, base square plus height square, opposite square plus adjacent side is equal to hypotenuse square. What is the hypotenuse here in the right angle triangle? Z1 minus Z2. So can I say that here, like Z1 here, Z minus Z1 whole square plus Z minus Z2 whole square equal to Z1 minus Z2 whole square, because mod of Z minus Z2 represents the distance between P and Z1 here. So what I am saying, and one more, two points we are discussing here. First point, what is the angle here? 90 degrees. So if you are observing the argument of Z minus Z1 by Z minus Z2 is equal to plus or minus pi by 2. One point, because they are perpendicular. Z minus Z1, Z minus Z2 are perpendicular, so angle is 90 degrees. You understand. Next, one more thing, the equation, end points of Z1 and Z2 are end points of the diameter. Then what is the equation of the circle in that form? Diameter form. The second point I can observe from the right angle triangle, adjacent side square, Z minus Z1 whole square plus Z minus Z2 whole square is equal to mod of Z1 minus Z2 square. Means what? This adjacent side square plus opposite side square is equal to hypotenuse square. So from that I can, this is another equation of a, another form of the equation of a circle in the diameter form, because Z1 Z2 are end points of the diameter. Next, next point is, you have one more thing. If anywhere, if you identify that Z minus Z1 by Z minus Z2, if is equal to K, it represents a two point. It represents a straight line if K is equal to 1. If represents a circle if K not equal to 1. Okay, by the same concept you can remember. So what I am telling, if whenever you take the modulus value is equal to 1 means, what I can say, that represents a straight line equation. Because if is equal to K means, K equal to 1 means, what happen if you go to this side, mod Z minus Z1 is equal to mod Z minus Z2. Okay, then the argument become what happened here. So here 0 or K represents a straight line equation, you will get. If K not equal to 1 means, if you do the simplify, you will get the circle equation there. So remember directly like this. Next, see, actually these things we discussed in Z1, Z2 form, straight line, circle, next further parabola, ellipse, hyperbola. But these things, instead of complex variable organ diagram, we are discussing in terms of x and y, Cartesian coordinates, in the coordinate geometry, 3D geometry. In geometry, you have the special chapter in the next semester. I think you can learn some more things from there. The next one, only two topics. One is ellipse, hyperbola. What is the representation geometrically? Ellipse, next hyperbola. So ellipse means, what is the meaning of ellipse means? Ellipse is like this. So here you have major axis, minor axis. You know geometrically ellipse means x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1 form, x minus h whole square plus a square plus y minus k whole square by b square equal to 1. So in that form, but in geometrically means, in that, in terms of Z1, Z2, what is the meaning in the ellipse? Let us see. See here, let us say any point on the ellipse. If you take the two fixed point, that is called foci. What is foci here? Fixed point, that is S and S dash. Here S dash, suppose it is S. You have in the ellipse two fixed points. It is major axis, minor axis. Okay, S and S dash are two fixed points. P, Z is any point on the ellipse. For which condition it satisfies here? the distance from the if you do the sum of the distances from the point on the ellipse to the from fixed points. Here S dash is considered, one is Z1 and Z2. Two fixed points Z1 and Z2 if I take. What my intention is, if you do the sum of the distances, if you take a point, any point on the ellipse, if you take the distances from that point to Z1 and from that point to Z2, the sum of the distances should definitely constant. That is represented as 2a. Okay, so how I am telling here, what is the meaning here? Z minus Z1 plus Z minus Z2 is equal to 2a. Okay, so this 2a is greater than Z1 minus Z2. Like that also we can tell. Then, so very useful in further, means in the geometry you can also learn the way there. So what is the meaning of ellipse here? Not only here, you can take Z here. The distance from that point Z to the Z1, means Z minus Z1 is representing as distance, and do the addition from the distance from that point Z to Z2. So Z minus Z2, if you adding the distances, you are getting what? Constant. Here 2a is represented as constant, fixed value you will get. That is 2a here. Okay. So finally our conclusion is what? The sum of the distances. Right here. What is my conclusion here? The sum of the distances of any point on the ellipse from two fixed points. That fixed points are called as foci. From two fixed points is constant 2a. Okay. So next, let us discuss about hyperbola. This 2a length of the, and 2a is the length of the major axis. So what is 2a representing here? This is representing the total length of the major axis. That major, minor, length, foci, means all those things we will discuss in the geometry concept in detail. Next, last one, hyperbola. How to represent hyperbola? Let us. So generally hyperbola notation is like this. We draw the figure exactly. Representation of hyperbola. So now if you take any point on the hyperbola, either here or here, any place, take, and the two fixed points, these are foci, fixed points, S dash is Z2, S is Z1. If you take the difference, here in the ellipse we are taking sum of the distances. Okay, but so in the case of ellipse we are doing what? Sum. But in the case of hyperbola we are taking difference of the distances. The difference of the distances of any point on the hyperbola from two fixed points, foci S and S dash, if I take, is always constant. Okay, so that is again 2a. So what I am telling geometrically, what is the meaning here? So mod Z minus Z1 minus of mod Z minus Z2 is equal to 2a, where the distance between Z1 Z2 is greater than this 2a. Okay, 2a is less than Z1 minus Z2. Okay, this is how to see carefully. In the previous we are taking addition sum, here difference. So what I conclusion here? So the difference of the, what is the note points? The difference of the distances of any point on hyperbola, of any point on hyperbola from two fixed points, from two fixed points is a constant, means constant, that is 2a, that is a. See, what is the meaning here? Distances of any point. See, what is the meaning here? The locus of the points satisfy the condition having equidistance, like it is what the difference of the distances from the two fixed points z1 and z2 for say should be equal to 2a. To satisfy this condition we are taking z, so that z, the locus of that z is represents a hyperbola, means geometrically what is the meaning? So what conditions it satisfies? If it is represents hyperbola, if it represents ellipse, what property satisfy? In the ellipse means what I told you, the sum of the distances from any point on the ellipse from two fixed points is constant, is it equal, same. Circle means what I told you, the locus of all the points having equal distance from a fixed point. So that distance is radius and the fixed point is center. So if you're joining all the for those points it represents a circle. So these are all our meanings. Geometrically, what is the meaning of straight line, circle, ellipse, hyperbola, okay, perpendicular bisector? Those things just geometrical meanings. Okay, thank you. In next class we will discuss about solve the problem from the